Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Awakened Creators podcast. This is episode 4, and today we're going to do things a little bit differently. So the other day I was meditating, which I usually do in the mornings, and during my meditation session, I felt called to grab my phone, which I usually don't have near me when I'm meditating, but I did, and I got out the voice recorder app and I hit record and just was curious what would come out. Well, what came out was an interesting transmission, which I believe is really intended for my target audience, which, just to clarify, and I don't think that I ever have really with Awakened Creators and what its purpose truly is. And I hope that this message doesn't come across as exclusionary in any way, because it is not intended to be so. I understand there are people who access my content that really have no interest in the creatively focused topics that I present, and that is completely fine. I embrace you and I thank you for your time and attention. However, the main mission and goal of Awakened Creators is to get creatives in their power who are otherwise not in their power. And so I just want to reiterate that to those of you who are listening. If you believe you may be one of those people, but you maybe have some blocks related to that, some probably big blocks related to that, then this message is for you. My guidance made it quite clear that this message is for you. And I think I might end up calling this session a call to arms, because that's what it felt like. It felt like, sometimes in the most loving way, the people we appreciate the most can call us out on our bullshit. And I think that that's healthy. I think that we should be called out on our bullshit, and we should be asked to step into our power when we need to. And I feel like now is definitely the time to do that. As we approach the end of 2020, I believe, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, we've been in a transformation period. 2020, I know for me, has completely changed who I am and what I go for and what I value. And I believe that it's done that also for many others. And so 2021, as we prepare to move into this new year and this new energetic opportunity, I think that creatives who are ready to open themselves up to what's next are going to be asked to step up. They're going to be asked to look at and face what's keeping them back and finally tackle it once and for all and really step into their power. So, with that said, the following audio that you will hear is shittily recorded on my phone, so I apologize for it not being quite the quality you would expect. However, again, it was impromptu. I did not anticipate doing this. I simply felt called and I answered the call. The audio transmission is about 20 minutes, I believe, so it is quite long, and I would recommend that you put yourself in a position to really get quiet with yourself, be able to kind of lay down or sit down in a quiet space and really receive the information. Whenever I get these transmissions, it is usually when I'm in a meditative state, and so the value of that is that you aren't using your logical mind to make sense of the messages. I don't always speak in complete sentences and proper grammar and whatever, but that's just how it comes through, and I never know really what's going to be said. I just say the words as they come in. So get yourself quiet, take a listen, and I pray that what results is, like I said, a call to arms for you to step up into your creative power and do what you came here to do. One little housekeeping note, I am hosting a masterclass on the 21st. I'll put the link in the description box below. This is a free event, and we're going to go through I call them the 7 secret keys to unlocking your creative rebirth, but really we're going to be discussing your blocks, and we're going to be going one by one through your energetic centers, aka chakras, and we're going to be pinpointing where you keep getting stuck and how you can move out of that energy. So if you're at all interested in that, if you resonate with the message in this podcast, then I would highly recommend that you attend. Again, there is no cost. This is just going to be us going through the framework, discussing it, and then I will do a live activation at the end. So if you appreciate the energy work that I offer, if you appreciate these transmissions and the frequency that I'm coming at you from, then you will very much so want to take part in this, because the activation will be based on the collective energy of the group and those who attend live. So please tune in. Again, I'll put it in the description box below if you're interested in that. So without further ado, I will begin the transmission, and it will end when it ends. So after that, I'll just cut off the podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I love you. Keep creating. Bye-bye.
There are many lies held by many creatives, including yourself. And these lies, perpetuated by those in power, perpetuated by those who are afraid of what you might make manifest, carried on in the hearts and minds of so many creative souls, never allowing themselves the opportunity to experience the life they dream of. And no, not all dream of a life led financially by their creative passion, but many do. Many do, and many see no path to this life, no path to living their truth, no path to experiencing the joy they so desperately crave day to day, year to year. Instead, they accept what is given graciously, yes, but closed off from the abundance that the universe so graciously offers and unconditionally allows. It's ever flowing, ever present. Access to this abundance requires no special key, no particular ranking, simply the conscious awareness of its existence and the open-hearted willingness to feel worthy enough to receive it. This is troubling for many. Many creatives do not feel worthy. They do not see their contribution to the world as valuable. They do not see the true purpose of what it is they create. For many, it is merely a pastime, a way to release the day, and these are wonderful, but they are not the whole picture. They are not the whole spectrum of possibilities that their creativity allows and affords them. It is merely one aspect, one facet of what they are capable of. Artists and writers, creators of any kind, possess within themselves a direct channel to source itself. They possess within themselves a golden corridor allowing access to the divine, access to wisdom beyond their understanding, access to illuminated visions of what could be. And these pieces of information, these insights, these inspirations are offered freely by Source itself to those who are willing and able to take them on, to receive them, and to bring them into form. But those who are willing, many still struggle to bring them into form, thinking they are too wild, too out there, too beyond the understanding of the collective consciousness, which misses the point entirely, that the presence of these creations in form brought into the world through you is precisely what is required to raise and elevate the consciousness of the collective. The denial of doing so merely maintains the status quo and plays into the system that existed before it all began. Creators are asked to boldly step into and allow through their vessel to be who they are, to be proud of who they are, to no longer deny who they are. Creatives are asked boldly to be present with the all that is, to receive its messages with an open heart, an open mind, to form them in the physical so they are accessible to others. There are many ways to do this, as many ways as there are souls. Then no particular way is the right way to create, the right way to draw, the right way to write, the right way to dance, the right way to sing. There is no right way. There is only your way, and your way, connected to the divine, is the divine way. You are being asked, both now and in the future, to step fully and completely into the power of what you are. A master creator, a soul who has opened themselves in this lifetime to allow that which they do not always understand into their awareness to be shared, first for yourself and then to others around you. Again, not all creators will do this, and that is okay. Many creative endeavors are but a joy, a spice of life, an added addition to the beautiful rainbow options that are available to you in this human experience. But to those whom this message is intended, you know who you are. Your soul cries out for you to do more than merely dabble. You are tortured at night by the knowing that you are not in your power. Somewhere inside of you, you recognize a violation of the spiritual gifts that you have been given, and yet you continue to deny that you could possibly be worthy of such gifts. You continue to deny that you are capable of holding such power. You continue to deny that you are a beautiful expression of Source itself, and there is no room for comparison, because there is nothing to compare you to, as you are so unique and perfect. There is only but yourself and Source. You are asked in this moment, now and in the future, to step into your truth. Your purpose can only be known by you and Source itself. And in your heart, we know that you are capable of doing that which you believe and see and vision in your heart, in your mind's eye. You see it so clearly sometimes that it hurts you, because you cannot understand how you can vision something so beautiful and yet produce the life you have now. Please, my lovely one, do not hate yourself for this. You must release all of the judgment you have for yourself, for your past choices, for the causes and effects that you have enacted up to this point. You must forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for walking a path you knew inside was not your own. You must forgive yourself for transgressing against the truth in your heart. You must forgive yourself, because only now that you are aware, and now that you are open, and now that you are willing to grow, can you grow. And all of the experiences leading up to this moment have been a blessing to allow you, like stepstones through the waters. Each of these experiences, no matter how difficult, has shaped you, has formed you, has allowed you to be here in this point in space and time, ready and willing and open to transformation, to becoming that which you have always meant to be. You are a beautiful spirit, a beautiful being of perfect light, and you will do what you were come here to do. You will do what you have come here to do. We have no doubt about that. Your spirit calls out to you. Are you listening? Your wisdom taps on your door, but are you willing to open? Your purpose lies in your hand, but are you bold enough to accept it? We wish you love. We send you love. Your guides are all around you, all the time, ready and willing to accept your need for assistance when you are ready and willing to ask for it. We intervene only when it is given us permission to do so. So we remind you that we are here. We remind you that we are willing. We remind you that you are powerful. Do not shy away. You were born to do the thing you fear you cannot do. We repeat, you were born to do the thing you think you cannot do. You were born to do the thing you think you cannot do. You are and always have been capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. You are and have always been so much more lovable than you gave yourself permission to be. Now is the time for unlearning. Now is the time for shedding away the lies. Now is the time for rebirthing. Now is the time for coming into and stepping into and illuminating into your power. If you are listening, if you are hearing this transmission, if you are receiving this message, if it is resonating in your heart and your soul, in all of the parts of you that know it as truth, then you are an awakened creator and you will be powerful in this lifetime, but only if you are willing to accept it. Only if you are open to the experience. The twisting, winding road of creation is not for the faint of heart. It is for the bold of heart. It is for the committed to heart. It is for those who know there is no other way to live. Any other life would be untrue. So when you are ready, when you are tired of living a lie, when you are tired of hiding your light, when you are tired of questioning why you are here, when you are tired of thinking you do not belong here, when you are tired of all this, when you are ready to surrender what you think you know about your future, when you are ready to surrender what you think you know about what you are capable of, when you are ready to surrender what you think you know about how much you are lovable, throw your hands up, bow your head down, and humbly request assistance, and we shall come, and you shall be shown the magnificence that you are and always have been and always will be. We love you. We love you. And Source loves you more than you can fathom and understand. And when you recognize this, and you feel this in your heart of hearts, you will forever be changed. Namaste.